been on a little bit of a cleaning spree this afternoon. I've pretty much been taking everything out of the Element and bringing it inside. One of my goals while I'm home visiting for the next couple of weeks is going to be to get rid of some of the stuff that I've been keeping in the back of the Element but haven't really been using. By the way, all this surf video that you've been seeing in between clips here is from earlier this morning in Little Compton, Rhode Island. Surf ended up being pretty fun. That's actually one of my home breaks there. It's one of the first places that I started surfing over 10 years ago, so it's pretty special to me. In case you haven't already noticed, I've been visiting here in Massachusetts for the past week or so, catching up with family and old friends. I've also started working on a few upgrades to the Element with my grandfather. I don't really have any major changes, no major upgrades or anything like that that are going to happen, but we did build this little extended counter space here, which sits nicely on top of the fridge. We used industrial strength Velcro to get it to stick on top of the fridge, get a view from it from underneath here, and it sits nicely on there. I'm going to be able to use that space essentially as an extended kitchen area, which I'll be able to cook on. We had some leftover matching tile from when we did the sink setup a while back, so we decided to use that. I'm pretty excited about having the extended counter space here. It's going to make it a lot easier to cook inside here, so when the weather is bad, if it's rainy, if it's cold outside, or even if it's just dark out, I'll be able to just open up the windows and cook a meal up in here, sitting down exactly where I am right now, instead of having to go outside on the liftgate. I will have to order a new stove. My plan is to get a flat single burner propane stove similar to what Brian, Adventure Van Man, has. I have cooked in here quite a few times before, but I've had to obviously use my stand-up stove, which takes up all the space. Basically, I would use all this floor space right here and cook there, and it gets really uncomfortable, and you're always worried about knocking something over. This will be a lot safer and a lot more practical. We've also been working on trying to figure out a more efficient desk setup so that I can work in here and have a better office mode. The old setup that I was using, I just had like a little folding table from Walmart. It was pretty unsteady, it would always move, and I also didn't really have enough headroom, so after sitting there and working for a while, my neck would start to get sore, I would kind of start not feeling great, so I ended up throwing that thing out, and I've just been going to Starbucks since then. So this is what we've come up with for now. It's just a prototype. We're going to build something that's a little bit more sturdy and a little bit better quality overall, but we were just kind of testing it out. Just got a little 2x4 here and then this little desk thing, and I can just put it like this, and right in between my legs here it'll balance on the seat, and then attach it using Velcro to the front of the dash here, and then it provides this little desk here, which I'll be able to use as a working space. Like I said, this is just a prototype. The finished product is probably going to be quite a bit wider and obviously a little bit better, nicer overall, a little bit more sturdy, but it should work out pretty well. I think this setup is going to be a lot more comfortable. I have a lot more headroom here. This seat is way more comfortable. I can recline it and move it around a little bit easier. I'll be able to open up the windows and get a nice airflow through here, so it'll be a little bit cooler in the front seats, and I think that it's just going to work out better. Planning to make some changes to the window coverings as well. I want to replace them with something that's a little bit more sturdy, that looks a little bit nicer, doesn't fall down as often or have as many problems. So I'm looking into a few solutions and I'm planning to make changes to that. Assuming I can make it work financially, I'm also hoping to upgrade my battery. Currently got a 35 amp hour deep cycle battery. I want to upgrade to a 100 amp hour AGM deep cycle battery. I think that's going to help limit some of the problems that I've been having with the solar system in the future. I'll obviously keep you guys posted as I continue to make changes to the setup of the Element camper. It has definitely been pretty weird being home like this for the past few days. It has been pretty great getting the chance to spend time with family and old friends, a lot of folks that I haven't really had the chance to see in a really long time. A huge reason for the whole road trip that I just took across the country from San Diego to Massachusetts was to be able to spend time with family here, in particular my grandparents, who I want to be able to enjoy as much time with now while I still have the opportunity to do so. I have been thinking quite a bit about what it means for me to be home. On one hand, it could be being here in the house that I grew up in the New Bedford area of Massachusetts, the place that I'm from, but it could also be in the Element and being on the road. I definitely consider the Element as my house, and I feel most comfortable when I'm traveling on the road, going from place to place. That freedom of being on the road is something that definitely makes me happy. I'm already longing to get back out there, and I've only been here for 5 or 6 days now. I'll be on the road again soon, but I need to focus right now on living in the present and trying to enjoy the time that I have with my family. My plan for the next couple of weeks is to stay around this area. I'm probably going to go up and get the chance to explore in Boston as well, spend a few nights up there and going up to maybe New Hampshire and checking those areas out, catching up with some old friends and meeting up with some subscribers as well. I'm also doing a trip this weekend with my dad and my uncle down to New Orleans. We've been talking about doing a trip like this for years and years now, so I'm really looking forward to it. My dad and my uncle are huge Patriots fans. It's like one of their favorite things to do. They watch all the games together every Sunday. They've got all kinds of traditions and everything like that. So we're going to go down to New Orleans and watch the Patriots play the Saints in the Superdome. It's going to be really awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting the chance to spend time with them. My uncle has never been to New Orleans. He's never seen the city before, so he's really looking forward to it. And I'm going to get the chance to spend time with Antine as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this was kind of a short one, but I just wanted to give y'all an update on what I've been up to the past few days here visiting at home. I do have a few new Patreon pledges to thank before ending the vlog. Expander, Jonathan Greensmith, and Tony Pojanin. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon team. Your support is going to help keep this journey alive. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.